So now let's move to the next question. In this video we will cover the remaining 13 questions from the topic number 5, and then we will be done with topic number 5 in this video. So the next question is, what do these signals indicate? If you see the traffic signs over here, these two lanes, there are two crosses. That means you can not use these two lanes, and these two are green, so you can actually use these two lanes. So you may use the two lanes on the left for overtaking only. No, you are not allowed to use these two lanes at any cost. They are simply red crossed. You are not allowed to use the two lanes on the traffic. Are two lanes on the right are open to traffic? Yes, these two lanes, as the arrow are indicating, these two are open for traffic. You may not use the two lanes on the left. That is correct. You are not allowed to use these two lanes, even not for the overtaking, as the first option is wrong. So our next question is, what is true of permanently illuminated signs? There are some signs. What does it exactly mean? So green sign mean you can carry on this Ishporo lane. This is indicating that you should change from this lane to this lane as soon as possible, and these two lanes are prohibited. You cannot use these two lanes. So vehicles may not stop at the side of carriageway with permanently illuminated signs. Yeah, carriageway is the small area alongside these roads here. So when there are some illuminated lanes, which some are blocked, some are allowed to travel on, then you should not stop at the side of carriageway with permanently illuminated signs, because then otherwise you will create an obstacle for the flow of traffic. So it is not allowed to stop at the carriageway, especially on the motorways, or in case of especially permanently illuminated signs. Permanently illuminated signs either block lanes or open them up to traffic. This answer is correct. If you see, these two permanently illuminated signs are blocking these two lanes, and they are actually opening this lane for the traffic. So sometime they block and sometime they open up the lanes for traffic. Permanently illuminated signs apply to the multi-track motor vehicles only. No, actually by the multi-track motor vehicles mean if you have a big trawler, or those kind of vehicles which travel on multi lanes. For example, your car with some trailer, with its trailer, then these are. But these illuminated signs are for multi-track motor vehicles, as well as for a single track motor vehicles, like your motorcycle, for example. You are like, if you are allowed on this motorway with some electric moped, maybe. I know you are not allowed, but if you are allowed, then. So the permanently illuminated signs apply to multi-track motor vehicles only? No, as I told you, they are also applied on a single track motor vehicles, like motorcycles, as I told you. So this option is not correct. Oh, this option was correct actually, as I explained you that a vehicle may not stop at the carriageway on this permanently illuminated signs road. So this option was also correct. This I haven't marked. This option was correct. Only this option is wrong. So let's move to the next question. Our next question is, what do these permanently illuminated signs mean? So 3 or 4, as I have explained you, 3, 4 means you cannot use these lanes. 2 means it is showing the arrow that you should take a turn, or you should switch to the first lane, number 1 lane, as soon as possible, and 1 indicate that you can carry on your traveling. So 1 may continue driving on it. This option is correct. 3 and 4 lane 4 must stop. This option is not correct. You are even not allowed to travel on these two lanes. So what it doesn't make any sense that you should stop. You are even not allowed to use these. Stopping will come when you are already traveling on this, or you are allowed to travel on this, but you are not even allowed to use these two lanes. Then this stopping must stop is not a correct option, that 3 and lane 4 must stop, that if you are traveling on these lanes you must stop. No, you are even not allowed to use these two lanes. This option is not correct. 2 must change to the right hand side lane. Yeah, this number 2 should change to the this number 1 lane as soon as possible. This option is correct. Now let's move to the next question. Our next question is, what is the right course of action now? If you see, um, here our traffic signal is red, but as I told you, the highest priority is of traffic police, then traffic signal, then traffic signs. So currently, as a police officer is directing the traffic, so we should obey his instruction. If you see, as I told you the trick, his face is towards this side of the road, towards this car or the traffic coming from here. So the traffic coming from here must stop, but but I am coming from here and he is not facing towards me, so I am allowed to either take turn, or if I want to go straight ahead, wherever I want to go I can go. So I cross over the junction carefully. This option is correct. Anyhow, you need to be careful while crossing the junction. I let the red car move first. No, red car is being stopped by this police officer. This option is not correct. I wait outside of the junction for further. No, you don't need to wait for the instruction from the police officer. It is very clear. He is stopping traffic coming from here. That means traffic coming from this side or this side, they are allowed to go. So I don't need to wait for the next action. The simple is I cross over the junction carefully. Let's move to the next question. Our next question is, which are the areas you must not drive into when there is a traffic congestion. So when you see the traffic congestion is there, then which areas you should not drive. Driveways normally are a small patch or area outside your home, and when there is a traffic congestion you can move to driveways. It's not a big problem. Crossroads you cannot go. For example, if you see in front of you there is a lot of traffic, and if you proceed further you will be stopped in the middle of that crossroad or junction, then it will block the traffic coming from right and left. You should not block the junction. So you must not drive into when there is traffic congestion. In case of crossroad, same is with the level crossings. If there are some level crossings and it is a problem that if you carry on your driving and traffic is congested in front of you and you will stop directly on the level crossing, it will again create an obstacle or problem for you and for the flowing traffic or the rail coming on the same track. So in case of traffic congestion, you should not drive into crossroads, level crossing. Driveways you can drive, it's your private property or private property of someone, it's not a big deal. But crossroad and level crossing you should not travel or drive in case of traffic congestion. So next question is, which are the areas you must not drive into when there is a traffic congestion. Junctions you should not move, because otherwise you will block the junctions. The second one is pedestrian crossing. You should also not move into the drive into the traffic into pedestrian crossing when traffic congestion, because if you stop directly on the pedestrian crossing, so how the pedestrians will cross, how they will use this zebra crossing. So you should not drive into pedestrian crossing, you should not block the junction. Bus stop with zigzag line. If there is a traffic congestion, you can move on the bus stop with a zigzag line. If there is no bus, for example, then you can simply go to there and you can move, you can drive to there. If no bus is there, it's not a problem, it's of public use. But there is no case of like you will block some traffic or you will block some pedestrian in case of zigzag line of bus. But if you drive into pedestrian crossing or junction in case of traffic congestion, then it could be a problem. So our next question is, you want to continue driving straight ahead, what is the right course of action? So you see in front of you there is a there is a SUV or Jeep, whatever you want to say, wants to take the left turn and you want to go straight ahead. Your signal is green. What should you do? There are only few possibilities, like either you should wait, because you will try to move to the right hand lane. Either you will wait here when this Jeep has taken the turn, then you can move ahead. Let's see the option. I overtake the vehicle alongside me and switch the lane. No, it's really dangerous, because you see the traffic is just beside, this blue car is just beside you. If you overtake it to come into this lane, it will be very dangerous, because this car is also moving, and in this situation, as the road situation is not clear, overtaking is really difficult. If you overtake this car, it is already moving, so there will be some kind of accident, so you are not allowed to overtake the vehicle. I remain waiting in my lane. This option looks correct. I move to the right if there is a sufficient space in the traffic. Either you should wait here and then when this jeep has taken the turn, and then you wait for that. Or if you see there is some space, there is for example no blue car, then you can simply turn to the right hand lane. This option is also correct, but overtaking is very dangerous in this situation. Now let's move to the next question. In which situations are you not allowed to enter a junction even though the traffic light is green? Even the traffic line is green, when you are not allowed to enter a junction. If the sign stop give way is displayed at the junction, no. Look, this option is not correct. As I told you that this traffic light or traffic signal has priority over the traffic sign. So if traffic light is green and there is a stop give way sign, it is of no importance. Traffic light is green, you can ignore the traffic signal is green, you can ignore the traffic sign, no problem at all. So stop give way has of no priority, is of no priority. Yeah, if traffic light is green and you are being asked by the police officer to stop, then in that case you are not allowed to enter a junction. Or if I would have to stop in the middle of the junction because the traffic is backing up, like if you see traffic is continuously coming from the back and there is a traffic conjunction in front of me, if I move further I will have to stop in the center of the junction or middle of the junction, then I will block the traffic coming from the right and left, and traffic behind me will also be obstructed. So in that case you should wait even the traffic signal is green. Our next question is, a vehicle with flashing blue light and siren is approaching. What do you do? So a vehicle with the blue light and siren is an ambulance. We will cover all these kind of questions. What kind of vehicle is it? We will cover in upcoming videos in a different topic. But just for time being, remember a vehicle with the blue light and siren is an ambulance. So what do? You have to for sure clear the way for the vehicle 100%. You have to make space for the vehicle. At all event, brake hard and stop is not correct option. Like you hear this that siren and you see, oh, I have to brake hard and stop. No, you see gently that either I am blocking that vehicle, if not then you can carry on. If you see you are blocking, just simply move to the side. You don't need to in all events brake hard and stop. Maybe you don't need to do that. You can simply make a space with a very gentle speed. So this option is not correct. Drive carefully onto the pavement if necessary. Yeah, if you see I am blocking the way of that ambulance, simply move to the pavement, which is the right hand side or the extra area on the road. You can simply move to that area and make a way for ambulance. So our next question is, you hear a siren, which question must you ask yourself? So could I obstruct the emergency vehicle? Very important question. You hear a siren and you come to know it's an emergency vehicle, it's an ambulance. So could I obstruct the emergency vehicle? This question you should ask yourself. Is this vehicle allowed to use a siren at all? This is not of your duty. You don't need to worry about that if this vehicle is even allowed to use a siren at all. This option is not correct. You don't need to think about that because if there is some siren, that means they are allowed. You don't need to think about this. Where is the emergency vehicle coming from? You should also ask yourself. You should ask, either I am blocking the way or from where this emergency vehicle is coming. Then only you can respond promptly and you can create a way for that emergency vehicle. So our next question is, what does it mean when the flashing blue light of a vehicle is switched on but not siren? If flashing blue light with siren, then it's an ambulance. But if flashing blue light with no siren, then it could be warning of a fire brigade in action. It could be a warning of an accident or other dangers. Like if you see a flashing blue light but no siren, then you come to know maybe there is some convoy going on, or maybe there is some security persons moving on, or maybe some accident has been occurred or some other dangers. But breakdown vehicle is on duty and on its way to destination. It's not a correct option that a vehicle is broke down. Normally in that case they use some other kind of light, amber and yellow. This we will see in upcoming question. But with the flashing blue light, no siren, could be a fire brigade or could be a warning regarding an accident or other danger on the road. So our next question is, what can a flashing blue light without siren mean? Without siren mean a flashing blue light does not mean anything. This option is not correct. We have seen already in the last question. Advanced warning of a close convoy. This could be an option. The vehicle is on duty. You should give way. Like it could be a fire brigade vehicle. So it is on duty. You should give way to them. So our last question of this topic is a video question. Let's watch the video. We are moving on to the road, and then traffic signal goes red. We have the priority, and then if you see in the rear mirror there is an ambulance coming. So either the signal is still the also the signal is still red. You should make some way for the this ambulance, because you are blocking the way. You should make some way for the ambulance. I will play this video again. If you see in the rear mirror an ambulance is coming, so what should you do in this situation? You are being followed by an ambulance with its blue light flashing and siren. This we know, blue light with siren is an ambulance. What should you do? I prompt the driver of the vehicle beside me to make a way? No, you cannot. It is his duty, and then the rest is your duty. You both should do your own duties. He will make the way by his own. You should make the way by your own. So you should not ask him to make the way. I move out of the way immediately without endangering others. This option is correct. Just move to the side without endangering other traffic or coming from the right or left. I make way immediately once the traffic light has turned green. No. Even in case of emergencies, when traffic light is red and you see some ambulance coming, you should make a way for them. It's not necessary that traffic signal should be green for that. You can move to the pavement, you can move to the sideway to make some way for the ambulance. So this option is not correct, and this question is also right. So friend, this was everything from topic number 5. I hope you are liking our videos. Don't forget to subscribe our channel, like our videos, share with your friends, and if you want you can also support us on Patreon with as low as $1. And if you have any questions, any doubt, you can put in the comment section. I hope in the next video we will start with topic number 6. Until then, happy learning. We wish you very good luck for your driving theory exam preparation, and until the next video, stay blessed, take care, bye.